I still disagree with it because if whatever, I can't get into it. The
That's
better teams have more fab.
Not
not
necessarily.
necessarily.
Okay.
Like
Every every
if you're a good player, you snag the best waiver wire player as doesn't really matter.
yeah, but all the people with fab have the best record still.
What if you start 5-2 and then you have three injuries and you can't get waivers for 2 weeks because you drafted well? I think it just rewards people who start poorly.
It adds more of a game to it.
Yeah.
I get it. It's a game within a game, but it's stupid. It's like the high low.
It's a game within a game. It's an auction. You don't know if you're going to win. You got to bid.
Yeah, it adds excitement. It's dumb, but I agree it adds excitement.
I
So
outbid someone this week in another league just to block him from getting Brock Purdy. Cross matchups. I just did it to spite.
all right, let's get this thing started. Nick, Bob, you can
Cost him the game.
Bob, you can get it
Yeah.
started. Just Nick, and we'll get this thing going.
All right, welcome back to the Giant and the Jet. Early recording. It is a Tuesday. Nick Leone joining. December 16th, episode number 35. Be sure to click the like and subscribe button below. Everyone point.
Like and
Like and
subscribe.
subscribe, like and subscribe. Uh, let's get it started. We have another tough week for the Giants and the Jets. We could talk about them quickly. I think it's been every single week now. I've started with that. The hits start coming and they don't stop coming.
Well, I mean, it's what a year to have a podcast because we're literally the worst team in football, and
Yeah.
like the Giants and the Jets are just not far behind. It's just been a horrible, horrible year. Bob, but one of the things that I thought was hilarious with the Jets, because I think this whole season's hilarious for both teams, is the Jets traded away almost every great defensive player they had, and now they have fired their defensive coordinator. What are your thoughts on that? And is it that guy's fault? Because they got rid of all his players.
Well, they were playing bad before they got rid of the players, so I really don't fault them, and it didn't surprise me. I thought it was going to be an after season move. Like I figured they would reevaluate, bring someone else in. But I guess the coach Glenn just had enough. You allow a score on 8 of the 9 possessions the Jaguars had, and it probably could have been 9 out of 9. But I'm pretty sure like there was a drop pass or something like that, in the end zone that led to them not scoring on that ninth drive. So I think it was due. It was honestly probably a bad hire to begin with. I was looking at his resume. He's been on a team like one team a year basically since he was the head coach of the Cardinals. So he was like on the Cardinals, then got fired. He went to
He
like
has a lot of
Missouri.
friends in the league.
Yeah, yeah,
He's friends with all the guys and he keeps getting hired. He's a merchant.
yeah.
I love when guys get fired and rehired. It's like a cycle for like
Well,
10 years.
he was the defensive coordinator of the 49ers when they made it to the Super Bowl, and they fired him after they made it to the Super Bowl. So like I don't know how good of a coach you could be if you're getting fired after you make it to the Super Bowl. So
I was
I think the hire was just because though he has experience. Like Glenn's a first time head coach, Engstrand's a first time offensive coordinator. I figured they probably thought they would bring someone in who had experience and can run the defense, and they were just terrible. Um, so it's about all it is. I was looking up some interesting stats though. They only have 2 turnovers all season. If they don't get another turnover, I think it's the NFL record.
They're
I
really
think
close to the record, Bob.
yeah, I think
The no
3
picks
is
record,
the record.
well, they have zero interceptions.
Yeah,
zero
0
interceptions.
interceptions.
Yeah,
That's
that's
almost impossible.
Yeah,
yeah. You have to almost try.
I know. Like even just a tip or something. Like they just can't do it. Even the
Like
game against the Patriots, like there was two
That's
guys with their hands on the ball, and they like broke it up with each other.
sheer luck, you're just gonna get one.
you
Yeah.
could play. You could go watch a bunch of kids playing recess, and there's a couple interceptions during the game. Like
Like a 10-minute game.
Yeah.
yeah, like I don't even at any level there's turnovers, and the Jets just
They're
refuse to have them.
allergic.
Yeah,
They're allergic to turnovers.
I mean, in all honesty, it's week 50. We just finished week 15. Like to say a team does not have an interception after 15 weeks is startling,
Nah,
and they have
it's
wins.
fireable, clearly, as we
It's
see.
fireable. That's a fireable offense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's atrocious. I mean, yeah, that's pretty bad. So Nick, if you haven't really been watching the full pods, me and Bob spent as little time as we physically can talking about the Jets and the Giants.
Okay.
So we're done with the Jets unless Bob wants to keep talking about them.
The only other stat was they're on pace to give up the second most points all time
Nice.
in their franchise history. So on top of not turning the ball over, you're also going to be an all-time bad defense for your franchise. So it's good.
I don't hate Aaron Glenn. I
I I agree.
You
I
got a
think he
lot of
needs to.
picks. You got actually have a lot of picks, and it just comes down to if you get the quarterback and you have an O line. You have an O line. Olu
Yeah,
Fanache who looks really good.
Membu
The
looks good too.
Membu looks really good. So
Yeah.
you
So
know,
Bob, I'm not messing with you. I was reading that ESPN article. There's a new one that came out that says the Jets are going to trade up again. Saying all of these statistics about the Jets defense, they probably shouldn't
oh
trade up.
no, they definitely should not trade up. They should draft all these players, build
Yeah,
a roster, get a quarterback.
yeah.
Draft a wide receiver, draft a tight end, and then draft all defense with the rest of your picks. And then next year you get the quarterback in the 2027 class. Is how I think they should do it. And then next year, if you need to trade one of those picks you have, I think they have three first rounders and two more second rounders next year. That's when you trade up. Not this year.
You
This is
draft off, but you can't get trapped into drafting a quarterback in like the second round, and
yeah.
then you get stuck with 4 years of like what the Browns are about to get stuck in with Shador.
They're not keeping Shador, dude. They. I don't think they like him. Well, at least
I don't think they like him. They shouldn't have let him on the field.
this wasn't even a topic for
They
discussion.
tried their best.
Well,
Really,
he's better than Gabriel.
He looks
So
so much better. What was like?
yeah.
really briefly on the Browns because I do not want to spend time with the Browns. How is this coach never on the hot seat?
I think he's on the hot seat.
Okay.
I think he's right now. I think he's on the hot seat right now.
I think he wants to be fired. I
I think
wouldn't
he's
want him
trying to
here
get out.
anymore.
I don't think he wants
And
to get stuck with Shador. I think he knows he's like I want out.
just fire him and we hire him.
We should. I would love bring him right to the right away.
I would fire Glenn if it meant hiring Stefanski. I think he's the man.
No,
He's the
bring him
coach.
right to New York. He likes Dart. He probably maybe he likes Dart.
He has won Coach of the Year twice, so but he has an overall the record's just terrible.
Well, Dabo won Coach of the Year, and we fired him after 4 weeks. So
Yeah, he put his feet up in HBO. Nick,
can't stand him.
Nick, we're moving on to the Giants. There really isn't too much to say. The only thing I would
That's it.
okay, love
I
that.
was I actually got to show off my shirt too.
Oh, native.
Oh, native.
Love that. Love your shirt. I'm
Kong,
not
baby.
wearing a green shirt. Um, Nick, the Giants lose. I think they lost maybe the biggest game of the year because in years past we have always beaten the Commanders.
That's why I made it my pick on Sunday.
Yeah, I think that's the game.
We
Like even if we beat the Raiders, hypothetically,
were top
we'll have
five.
the 2 or 3 pick. If we had lost
Yeah,
to the Commanders, we jump up, and then we beat the Raiders, we go up to 8, and
we've won that game every time. So
ever.
maybe we finally like if Joe Shane gets fired, he might have tanked us finally through like it might work, you
Yeah.
know.
But just Nick, quick thoughts about the Giants. So you haven't really been on. You come on weekly to make picks, but you haven't really given your take on the Giants. Just overall, we're at week 15. Giants take, and what do they need to do the rest of the season?
Well, it's the absolute worst nightmare situation occurred where we didn't fire the guy. We didn't fire the administration before. We let them draft a quarterback. Then we fire them immediately because we put expectations to win. And then now you're going to have to hire new coaches and a new GM, and they might not be sold on Dart, but you're going to have this really high draft pick. So then what are you going to do? You're trading, you're drafting. Yeah, it's not good. Um, I think it gives us an opportunity, maybe if the Maras just step out of the way and we just let adults take over, and we hire a very good, we hire a real head coach, and I like Dart. We roll with Dart. We trade at it. We hopefully lose to Vegas and we get the number one pick.
Yeah,
Um, we gotta lose. We gotta lose. We gotta tank this out. Like I think we should almost fake a Dart injury.
I think you should just sit him in general because
Uh,
he clearly has no respect for this coaching staff and is just doing whatever he wants.
Well, they're not letting. They don't want him to run. He's throwing to Wandell and Darius Slade, and Wandell's going to get paid. That's a whole nother. We're going to lose him in free agency. Yeah, I don't know. I'd bench and put Jameson.
Yeah. If I
I think
really
you
like,
gotta,
I
I
put
think you
Russell
gotta lose and
Wilson.
put Russell Wilson, and I don't know about Jameis. Jameis
I
might
don't know
lead
why
the
Russell's
league.
even there. I don't even just cut
You
him.
know why,
Like,
Bob? I think the team will have literal mutiny. I think they might not go out of the locker room.
yeah, yeah, it's a fragile. It's just like it's. Let's just get through.
Because
I
the
was watching.
players,
Why are we on Hard Knocks again? But I was watching that Hard Knocks clip. Why are we ban us from Hard Knocks? I mean, it's embarrassing. But I was watching that idiot Kafka just curse for 4 minutes and scream. And one point he's like, "We have 4 more weeks." And I looked in some of the players' faces, and I was like, "Yeah, they might be thinking we literally only have to do this for 4 more weeks. Like, we're almost out of this. This is like the Raiders have Pete Carroll. They're gonna keep trying. We look like Commanders were doing whatever they want. Marcus Mariota was just going up and down that football field.
yeah.
That's not a good sign when
That's not a
Mariota's
good
doing
time.
Well, I think we've officially given up.
Yeah. So we might get the number one pick, and we probably have to fire the GM, and we'll probably bring in a whole new administration. And
I think that's fine.
I
You
think
have
it's
to
fine.
fire the
I think
GM,
you
right?
gotta fire him. This
You
is year
have to.
4. This isn't year 1, dude. We're still missing field goals, and it's year 4. Like we still haven't solved the kicker.
Yeah.
Come on, like the kicker's been a problem.
Meanwhile,
He,
there are other
you,
kickers. There are other kickers in the league that like fucking Dicker, Aubrey. There are other kickers in the league who are automatic from 55 yards. It's
and
just
we don't. It's not like we have cap space. We have 6 million next year, so like
That's
it,
insane.
that's inside right. Like it's not
Where's the
like
money going?
I don't. That's it's
Brian Burns?
everyone's getting paid. Burns is getting paid. Lawrence is getting paid. Abadiah's getting paid. Orioki's getting paid. Andrew Thomas is getting paid. Russell Wilson's getting 20 million. Jameis is getting 10 million. Devin Singletary is getting paid. It's weird, but like all these people are getting paid.
it's a really, really badly constructed team.
Javon Holland's getting paid. Like
The schedule and the injuries haven't
the
helped.
schedule, yeah, we knew this was but the way we lost some of these games.
Yeah.
I mean, even Dayball when he was like screaming on the sidelines with Dart and the medical tent, like you're a head coach of a football team. I've never seen Mike Tomlin act like that.
You gotta be
And
professional.
at the end of the day, if you look around the NFL, Sean Payton took him 2 years.
I think it would have been faster if he didn't have Russell Wilson's
It
contract.
would have been. Jim Harbaugh took him 2 years. Mike Vrabel, year 1, because they had the money and the quarterback. Kyle Shanahan's never been bad. Sean
No.
McVay's never been bad.
Ben
It
Johnson.
doesn't take
The Bears coach is
yeah,
instant.
1 year, he's fine. Even Dan Campbell lost both his coordinators. They're fine.
Yeah, I mean, reality, Lions have a winning record.
They might miss the playoffs because the NFC is stacked. And that's just that it's a shitty year, but they're still fine. Good coaches, good GM, they win.
Yeah.
They don't. So Daboll had to go. I think Shane has to go, and we just got to get through this year without any more disaster. Like I just don't want anyone to get like a permanent injury. Like Andrew Thomas, I just want to get out of the season healthy.
Yeah,
I think.
I mean, it's not the correct thing to do because I mean, if you watch a Giant stadium last weekend, I think it looked like 30% full.
Why
So,
would you go to they're like
uh,
$10 tickets.
but just sit everyone, dude. Anyone of tremendous value under contract like Andrew Thomas, just sit him. Who cares?
He's amazing. He's a top 5 tackle in the NFL.
That's, some of the things that we're listing off here, by the way. Like, if you take out Miles Garrett, Burns is having an all-pro season.
Oh,
And
he's unbelievable. So that's, I guess, what Joe Shane's argument would be like, I don't know, but there's some whole draft classes that are whiffed, and it's like, it has to be somewhat of a developmental problem to where these players have talent. What's happening? You can't go whole drafts without having a starter.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's a giant thing. It's not good. We'll probably clean house and hopefully we get lucky. You know, we get I mean, imagine if that Notre Dame head coach
I was gonna say, who's your dream hire? And it seems like he's the guy. He's got
That's the guy, man. That's
uh,
the guy. If you can get
Tomlin
Mark, I don't think
2.0.
why. I don't know why he would take the job. Notre Dame's a pretty sweet gig, but
Yeah,
No.
it's the New York Giants.
It's also hard going
it's
from
Notre
college to the
Dame.
NFL though too.
You know what? Honestly, Nick, I know I get it, but there are only 4 or 5 NFL franchises that have the mystique, in my opinion. Like you look at the
Hey,
Dallas Cowboys, 49ers, New York Giants. I'm talking about the OGs of the league. Like it's a big job. It's New York City.
big. It's. I would. That would be my dream. Marcus Freeman would be a dream. Yeah,
Minus
Really?
200 favorite betting odds. It's pretty crazy.
that would be awesome. I think he would fit. I would. That would be really. I would be really excited. But every time I get excited, we just fail. So it's getting bad. We're getting to a bleak. It's been a decade of just unmitigated disaster.
We're,
Um,
we're going on 2 decades with the Jets.
yeah, that's what
Decade
I'm
and a
saying. It's
half.
like I don't know what that feels like. That's
We only had 1 year, Nick, where we made the playoffs by accident with Daniel Jones. Take away that year, we're just as
no.
bad.
For me, it's been a straight decade. That year was a nightmare for me because I knew what was going to happen, and I said it. I was like, "We're going to sign Daniel Jones, and we're fucked,"
Yeah.
and we were.
He almost got the Colts this year. He was this close. He was going to get a $200 million contract.
He was so close to getting paid a $200 million contract.
Actually dumb because when he fractured his whatever, he should have sat out
Yeah.
and got the contract. Because a
He
lot,
also made the Colts go all in on their defense and
I
the
mean,
team in general trade 2 first-round picks for a
That's
quarterback.
can
if
you
that
imagine?
that was
That
so
was
dumb.
stupid. That was so dumb of them. Chris Ballard, how does he still have he might be out soon. That's a GM job that he might get fired. He was Jim Irsay loved him. He's been in that job for like a decade now. The Colts have just they've been a quarterback away for a decade. Andrew Luck kind of fucked up.
He did.
They built
Brutally.
that team, and if he was helped, if he played, they were going to win. They could have been, yeah. So
Yeah. Well, let's stay on track here. Really fast, Nick. Well, this is a question for everyone here. The Knicks play tonight. Are you going to be watching? Does the NBA cut matter?
I might tune it on. Someone asked me that. I was talking to someone earlier about it today, and I go, you know what? Well, we're talking about the NBA before Christmas, so I guess it worked.
Okay.
That's my take.
Yeah.
Is it great? Nah, but we're talking about the NBA, and I think that's their whole point is for us to talk about the NBA before as early as they can.
Okay. Bob, you going to tune in? Do you care at all?
I'll put it out while I'm cooking dinner or something, but I don't really. That'll be the first game I've watched all season of basketball. So,
Here's
and they got me. I
exactly,
guess they got me before Christmas.
I watched a couple of Knicks games, which is to me a big deal because
well, they're favored to go to the finals.
They're good.
we're good. Like it's fun to watch them. Like I was watching them play the Celtics the other night. I was like, this is fun. We're beating the Celtics.
If tickets were reasonable, I'd go to like 20 games a year.
Oh, they're so expensive.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the most fun things to do in the city, but it's like you're spending $500.
Yeah, you can't do that. No, I can't do
How
that.
much is it they get in? Like 150 for nosebleeds or something, probably.
I think more depends. Some games are more like a really shitty game. Yeah, like a LeBron game. Like I want to go to LeBron. It's $700 minimum to
Is
go
the
see
game
the
in
Lakers.
the Sphere tonight?
I don't know.
The next game,
I want to go to the Spear.
Yeah, me too.
Heat allow. Heat at Jesus, come on. Heat at Knicks. Cheapest ticket, $296. That's
It's not bad.
The game's in the T-Mobile Arena in Vegas, not the Sphere. That would have been
Yeah.
cool.
that's cool. Here's what I'm gonna do with say about the NBA Cup is am I gonna tune in? No. I'll probably look at ESPN and in the fourth quarter, if it's a 2 or 3 point game, I'll put it on. And if they do that, then they've like Nick said, they've won.
Yeah,
They won.
good for them. Good
Yeah,
move.
good for
Good
them.
for the players, like the rookies and stuff too. I think they get a fat bonus when they win. So
They
that's
get a fat bonus. Like
Yeah,
the guy in the
that's the end
10th
of that
spot
month.
on the Knicks, he's getting paid. So
It's
that's cool.
it's a $500,000 bonus. So
Yeah.
if you're just an average, yeah, you're 10th or 12th guy at the end of that bench, like that's
Whoa.
What?
Like, hey, honey, I just got fucking paid. Holy shit.
$500,000. Like, yeah, that sounds good. Nick, one last thing with New York sports, and then we'll switch primarily to the NFL. We talked about the Mets last week for a long time. Uh, so far, Yankees, because I wanted to cover all New York sports with you. So far, the Yankees have been completely silent. Matter of fact, it almost feels like we're not even in free agency. Uh,
Mm.
any moves you want the Yankees to make in the next few weeks?
Um, I think well, the report the Yankees want to get under 300 million. So that means they are not adding. That's what it means. They're at 308, I think, right now. So it means they're actually somewhat cutting, but they want to get under 300. It's funny because I looked into it. They do operate at a loss, like the Yankees. I think that's how Steinbrenner's whole point is that at the end of the day, like the Yankees, the baseball team is losing money. The business around it is not. But he's saying is like how much more I can't spend 400 million a year. Like we're just losing money at this point. Um,
What do you mean the business is not?
like for if you break down the numbers of how much money the Yankees generate, the
Yeah.
baseball club, and their costs, it's a negative. They lose money.
Then how, like, are you talking about like everything, like t jersey,
Not everything, but
just
like
just
the
ticket?
Yank. No, it's like a Forbes did a whole thing. It's like their revenue, the Yankees' revenue, including like the state operating the stadium, the games, player salaries. It's ends up being a loss, but I think they make money through like Yes Network.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're making a lot of
They're
money.
fine.
They're making money, but I think that's how Steinbrenner's point, and that's his point. And he's like, "We're not. I'm not paying much more. I'm done." And I don't think they want to pay Bellinger. They don't want to give him the 7-year contract,
Just smart.
which is smart. And Boris is like, I'm getting the fucking. I'm either good. Boris is either going to do the 7-year contract, or he's going to do a fake 5-year contract with opt outs to like some desperate team, and then Bellinger's going to have one more good year, and then he's going to get a 7-year contract.
I don't know if
That's
I think the 7 and 8.
Pete Alonso deal's incoming. The 1 year
that's what I'm
to
saying. Yeah,
opt out
yeah.
the next year.
Blake Snell did. It's a Boris special right now, where like
Yeah.
when really when the Yankees just refuse when Cashman refuses to do the years. So that's what it looks like, and we're at the point I think with the Yankees where they talked about these young kids for 5 years, and this is it.
Yeah.
And
Also,
you're either trading them, you're going all in, or they're playing, and that's it.
yeah, I mean, if you don't, you got to reach a reality, and I don't want to spend too much time in the Yankees, but you got Garrett Cole's 35 and Judge will be 34, I believe. Listen, you're either all in or this team doesn't have a lot. Like, this core does not. Stanton's like 36. This core does not have much
Well,
longer.
the team right now is worse than it was last year, so it's
Yeah. So,
we're probably going to trade Jazz. If I was going to say what I think the Yankees are going to do, we're going to trade Jazz, and we are going. Our pitching is fine, and we will sign. Or maybe we trade for Seager. That's how we do. That's how we get Seager. Put Seager at short, Volpe at second,
That'd be
Rice at
crazy.
first.
Trade for Seager. What? How much longer does he have left on his contract? Like six years or something?
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a big
We
risk to
don't want
take
to. We
on.
don't really. But they don't want to pay Jazz. I
Jesus.
don't think they. I don't think they're doing Bellinger the 7 years. I mean, is there another outfielder, Tucker? I don't see us paying fucking Tucker either.
Or Seager has another 6 years on his contract.
That's, that's a
So it's.
risky proposition because
I mean, there's
he,
yeah,
and he's
yeah.
always hurt. Like it's
The,
not.
the Yankees have 3 ways to go. It's Bellinger, it's Kyle Tucker, Seager, or I guess do nothing.
Yeah, I saw some interesting stat where back when Garrett Cole was on the Pirates and they wanted Andujar and Clint Frazier, and we said no.
That was the classic meme. Like every player that could be traded for, the Yankees are offering Frazier and Andujar.
And I'm
Yeah,
like,
It's the classic meme.
that's the classic me. Yeah, we. I mean, we keep hearing about all these guys, and it's like we didn't trade Jason Dominguez for anybody. It was like you can't touch him. It's like okay, well then
He's gonna
he has to
play.
play. Like the Cubs, like PCA is good, man. Like that's a
That was a
prospect
mistake
that's
by the
good. Like
Mets.
these prospects that are hitting hit, like our guys aren't hitting. And if that is truth, then you gotta fire Cashman, which to be won't.
It's a whole
It's
cycle.
just it's the whole cycle. So
Okay,
it's you
so
know.
if you were to say just one move that the Yankees should make, what should they do? I know you just kind of said it. You think their move should be to trade Jazz, get Seager, move Volpe to second?
Yeah, that makes sense with their team. And you got to because we paid Grisham, he accepted the offer. Otherwise, the big move would get Kyle Tucker, but
Yeah,
I
so
don't. I don't
you'd have the Marsham, Trent, Judge. Who's our first baseman?
Rice
Rice, Volpe, Seager, Machat. I can't pronounce his name.
McMahon.
McMahon.
And then you got Wells,
Well,
who what?
Our pitching staff should be very good.
Yeah.
no.
Okay. Even though, so that means our left fielder, our second baseman, our first baseman, our right fielder, and our catcher are all defensive liabilities.
Yes, a horrible
Some of
second
them
base.
are offensive liabilities as well.
Yeah. All
It's
right.
bleak.
Yeah, it's a bleak thing.
It's bleak.
To get all
Giants, there's hope. Yankees, it's like it's dark. All right. Yeah,
They're
sorry.
gonna still win 90 games and make the playoffs, though.
Yes, and yes.
It's dark, but they're gonna win 90 games and make the playoffs, so it's all right.
yeah, I know. All right, guys,
AL East is bulking up, though. Anyway, yeah,
uh,
let's move on.
moving on to the NFL. I'm gonna lead because I think me and Nick completely agree with each other. I'm gonna lead with you, Bob. What did we learn with Philip Rivers coming back and being able to play an NFL football game in Seattle after 5 years of retirement?
I actually know what your points were gonna be, so I was actually hoping you would go first so I can kind of give my view.
I'll go
I
first.
know already know what you guys are gonna say pretty much.
So
So
my whole thing is, yeah, I will go first. Clearly, I'm right. We're right. All these people are right. These young quarterbacks cannot read defenses. These young quarterbacks, if you watch Caleb Williams play for the Bears, how many times he rolls to his right and just slingshots a pass, and it works sometimes. He had a great pass to DJ Moore yesterday, 2 days ago. If these quarterbacks who can stay in the pocket, use their arms, use their heads, are so much more valuable than the people running around. You have freaks like Josh Allen, who we'll talk about, but in the reality, the generation of quarterback that we watched is just so much clearly better with Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, where Aaron Rodgers was like, well, he can move. All because you can move doesn't mean you have to just move and roll out of the pocket every single play. The fact that this man who looks like a full-grown ass man and
Is a grandpa,
he's a grandfather
44 years old,
came out of retirement. He did not
young
play
grandpa.
5 years. Five.
1800 days exactly.
Prove and he played. Throw the ball for a touchdown
Number one defense in the league.
in Seattle. I just think my argument is solid. And if anyone tells me, and I know I sound like an old man right now, if anyone's like, well, my generation's better than your generation, well, they're not because Philip Rivers just went out there.
Well, I have a whole thing on it that it's I think it's like it's almost how AAU basketball kind of fucked up
Yeah,
Americans.
same thing.
It's the
Kobe
same
Bryant,
thing going on
Kobe
because like you
Bryant
have
with
these
his
kids playing.
fundamentals would kill these people.
You're having these kids play 7-on-7 football all spring, which is not real football, where they're running around with no one around them, right? No pass rush and no contact. Right? And then in high school, they can scramble because they're better athletes, and it's a rudimentary systems. And then they go to college, and they're running in a completely different system, and they're doing it's like all gimmick offenses. Like there's a reason why people like NFL, like the DNs don't have a lot of sacks in college because the release times in college are so quick. They're not running real offenses. They're doing screens, bubbles. It's all short passing games. It's all little gimmicks. They're not actually learning how to read defenses. They're learning how to play in a system. So then you switch them immediately into the NFL, and it's like right back. You have to learn how to. It's not really the system. You have to learn where everyone is And you have play in concepts where you have to throw people open and you have to sit in a pocket and Miles Garrett's fucking coming.
Yeah.
Scary.
It's scary. And you're having 22-year-olds,
And to prove your point even more, Nick, an NFL team literally goes, "What is our best option?" The SEC player, I don't know who this person was, but let's say the top four SEC quarterbacks from last year who graduated, or 45-year-old Philip Rivers.
well, maybe we have to create a G League in the NFL, have an 8-on-8, like an 8-on-8, like not as like 8-on-8 football is like still tackle football is just reduced, but maybe have an 8-on-8 league or just a minor league.
Well,
The NFL has no minor league system. Like
minor leagues,
every other sport has one. And
the minor league system is college football because there are three, you have to do it for 3 years. Some players are now doing it for five. Like Archie Manning, if he won the Heisman this year, all likelihood he might have came out. Or if his name wasn't Manning, his name would have came out. But because he wasn't good, he's doing another year in that minor league system. College football is minor league. That's their minor league.
But like, how do you improve it? You need a developmental system for these guys.
Well,
Where because there's too many people playing football every Saturday that are good, that are better than these people that have played this
yeah,
season. Every season, you're watching these guys play football, and it's like, what? Like, who's the fucking Ravens guy? Tyler Huntley,
Snoop.
Snoop Huntley. It's like, there are real. Like, I'm watching Saturday. I'm like, these guys are good.
yeah. But another problem with college football is it's like minor league baseball. Yeah, you want to win the game,
It's like I was saying,
but they're
it's
actually
gimmicks. It's not real.
but minor league baseball, they are developing these players. Like G League, they're going to develop players. Like football in college, it's as must win as the NFL.
Yeah.
So they don't have time to develop a player. They're like, we need to win now. So they're never going to develop the way they need to.
Well, that's why Arch did go to Texas, sit for 2 years, play for 2 years to develop because they're not. That's another thing with Arch. It's like, oh, why isn't he great? I'm like, because he hadn't played. Quarterback is a developmental game. It takes 3 to 4 years.
Yeah.
It's a whole argument for the NFL this year. Like, you look at these players, like a lot of these quarterbacks, like keep coming out, like getting better. Yeah, because Sam Darnold's been around for a while. He knows how to read a defense.
Yeah. Bob, what do you
Can't
think?
develop on the Jets. I don't know. Based on what you guys are saying, it seems like it's a strong case for Mendoza to get drafted because it seems like that's exactly the type of player he's going to sit in the pocket. He's not very athletic, and he's going to make a good read and pass. But I also did want to just say I think it was a big shout out to the Colts offensive staff in general. The game plan seemed like almost perfect for Philip Rivers' game. He's not going to be able to run around. They ran the ball 30 times. They kept him upright. They schemed a ton of quick passes open. The second he like had to pass though, like he didn't have a chance. I know it was only 18 seconds left, but down whatever it was, like 2 or 3 points, it wasn't going to work. He doesn't really have the arm strength. So that was only my take on it. Just I agree with you guys are saying. They need to focus on development, but you're also comparing a Hall of Famer to a guy who's 22 years old. It's not. I don't think that's necessarily fair either. So
Yeah, I guess, but I don't know. That was a good argument. He retired for 5 years, Bob. He's not a Hall of
yeah,
Famer.
It's
that's
it's
true. He only had
insanity.
about 3 days of practice too,
Yeah,
but
come
but he
on.
did coach that scheme
I
in
just think
high
it's a
school.
problem overall in the NFL. Like, I think Peyton Manning or Drew Brees right now would do a lot of damage in this NFL.
They would. They would. Peyton Manning threw for 55 touchdown passes.
He did. Yeah, I think he would throw 75 right now.
I don't know, but he might throw 62. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
like
realistic.
what you're doing. You're doing this. Ha ha ha. Pass. That's why Tom Brady, he played till he's 45 years old. He threw for 5,300 yards his second last year, 44 years old. 5,300 yards. That's so crazy. And Caleb Williams still can't throw 4,000. Like
He
it's
just Caleb Williams just rolls right every play.
I just said he rolls right every single play.
Every play just rolling right.
If they take it away, then he scrambles back left, and he gets
It's like when
destroyed.
Patrick plays Madden. It's like when people play Madden, they just roll right. It's like, hey, dude, this isn't Madden. This is the NFL.
Yeah. Um, moving on to our second topic. So I don't care who goes first. Mahomes is out. Burrow's out. Lamar isn't in the playoffs currently. Uh,
Looks out.
the Broncos, you have the Patriots, but is this the year Josh Allen has to go to the Super Bowl? Is this his AFC to lose?
I think it is. Like you finally get rid of those two guys who've haunted you in the past in Mahomes and Burrow, like you just mentioned. And I think all the other teams that are in, they all are good teams, but I think they all have question marks. And uh, Josh Allen is the best quarterback out of the bunch that's left. You have those good defenses with Houston and Denver, but then you have, I mean, I wouldn't even say CJ Stroud's a question mark, but he's not maybe he's a top 15 quarterback. Probably not top 7 or 8. Bo Nix, I don't have to talk about him. If anyone listens to this podcast, I don't really trust him. The Patriots, they look like they could be contenders. This is Drake May's first playoff experience.
Would
And
you take Bo Nix if it came with Sean Payton?
what's up?
Would you take Bo Nix if it also meant you get Sean Payton?
As on the Jets?
Yeah,
Like if you're gonna trade your
Yeah,
two
yeah,
first
I
round
would.
picks this year, it was two
you
first
would
round
you
picks. You're
would
gonna
take.
get Bo Nix and Sean Payne.
Yeah, I would do that.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so anyway, I feel like the Patriots are honestly the biggest threat to the Bills. As we just saw, they could play them in any game. They already beat them once. And then the Jaguars and Chargers, like they're both good teams, but when it comes to the playoffs, like they're just gonna be the Jaguars and the Chargers. They're gonna find a way to heartbreakingly lose. I think the only thing that could stop Josh Allen is gonna be his defense. Are they gonna be able to make that big stop in the AFC divisional game and the AFC championship game that lifts them up? He'll probably score 30 points. But is their defense going to hold them to 28 that he needs or 27 that he needs, like the Chiefs always get with their defense? That's my biggest question mark. But I would say that the Bills and Josh Allen are the team to beat in the AFC without a doubt.
It kind of reminds me of 2 years ago when the Yankees went to the World Series when there was no Red Sox, no Baltimore, no Blue Jays, and no Houston. Where I was
And that
just
was our year.
and I was just like, oh, there's literally no one who can beat us,
Yeah.
and not
Are the
there's
Rams the Dodgers? I guess that whoever in the NFC comes out, are they going to be the Dodgers and just embarrass them? Because it
no.
seems like they're all of the better teams.
I think the Bills are the. I think I don't know, man.
I
They have the
think
best
there's
quarterback left.
only one team in the AFC that if I'm the Bills, I'm like, this team could beat me, and it's a team
Houston.
you guys probably aren't going to think. I think it's Houston.
I was gonna say Houston.
I was
Fuck.
going to say that too.
Yeah, no. Houston's defense is very, very real, and if Nico Collins is on, they can beat you.
Yeah, and I think CJ Stroud
Pray for Big
CJ
Cat
Stroud might
Spanky.
not be a top 5 quarterback, but he also maybe could ball the fuck out for one game. Like,
We've seen it. He can do it.
and let's not
Nope.
forget that the Bills right now are a wild card team, which means you have to go to Houston.
Yeah, the
So
Bills need to win that. I think the Bills need to win the division. That's what I was gonna say. If they're at home, I think they're fine. I think they win.
if they're
I
at home, no one's beating them.
no.
Well, the problem is the Bills need the Patriots to lose to the Jets or the Dolphins, or else they're not going to get it. Even if the Bills win out, they're not going to get it.
Oh,
Never sleep on those the Dolphins home.
yeah, I just was looking that up because for some reason the Patriots never win in Miami. They're not
The
home.
Dolphins home. Oh, it's in New England.
Yeah, so the Patriots play the Ravens this weekend, which during my picks I'll tell you who's going to win. And then they play the Jets in New York, Dolphins in New England.
Okay, then yeah, then no, then that's. I'm gonna tell you, that's some of the easiest money you'll ever win in your entire life. Is Miami playing outdoors under 20 degrees?
Like we
Bet
saw
the other
last night.
bet the other team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, the Patriots can't even afford to lose this week too against the Ravens. Like it does that game essentially doesn't matter to them.
I don't think the Ravens are that good. I don't.
Your camera's off, Nick.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I mean the Ravens. You can say they're maybe not good, but
I don't think they're that good.
I mean, listen, you guys are thinking I'm going to be just fucking around here, but if they just ran the ball, they would be pretty much unstoppable. When Derrick Henry gets the ball, I mean, last week he literally averaged, I think, 9.8 yards a carry. It was pretty unbelievable. But they just keep putting in Ali every single third down. in every single passing situation. It's actually kind of insane because if I'm a
Well,
defensive,
because you know they're throwing it.
you
You're
know
like,
they're
oh, they're
throwing
throwing.
it.
You know
It's
they're
like
throwing it.
I'm a
It's
defensive
it's
coordinator or a linebacker or a safety. I'm like, oh, there goes Derrick Henry and here comes
and
Ali.
it's like,
They're
how many
going to
times are
throw
you
it.
throwing it to that guy to tip off your offense like that?
They are going to throw it with Ali 97% of the time. Like they might run it once out of every 35 times just to trick someone. It's shocking how little they give the ball to Derrick Henry. But whatever. Uh no, it's third and two. Let's take him out of the game.
I'm done with the Ravens. The Ravens' year was last year, and they lost. This year's the Bills' year.
And
Well,
Mark Andrews fucked the whole football team.
Yeah, they had it. They were going to win. They lost, and
Yep.
then
he proposed to that girlfriend.
Who?
I don't know her name. Allison told me about it.
Who?
Apparently,
Mark Andrews?
Mark Andrews was dating a college student,
oh,
and
He's old for that.
yeah, that's what I said. But Allison says there was a.
student, graduate student.
I think she just graduated.
Oh,
Mark Andrews.
They also just paid him too, which was bizarre. They gave him like another like 3 or 4 year extension.
massive deal. I
Yeah,
didn't. I thought it was Isaiah Likely's time.
should have been. Is he he must be a free agent.
He must then. Yeah, I think no. He's coming up. Yeah, he must. He's gonna unless the Ravens are just gonna pay him and run a double tight end.
Yeah,
I'm
this
done with the Ravens. I'm done.
They're all
graduated College of Charleston with a marketing degree in May.
Oh,
They've been dating for like 3 years.
oh,
that was
he's a student.
Googleable.
Huh?
That's weird that was Googleable.
They're really, really like a really big social media couple.
Oh,
So
okay.
everybody knows them. They're big.
Ah,
I'm like, how old's Mark Andrews?
he's like 32, 31.
The hell? But when you're wealthy, no one cares, I guess. Well,
Uh,
say
Good
that.
for him.
good for him. Hey, good for him. Love is
Um,
love.
yeah. So yeah, Josh Allen, I think it's his to lose. I think it's just like Aaron Judge 2 years ago. And if he doesn't win it if he's completely healthy and he doesn't win it this year, no offense to Houston or the Broncos. I mean, fuck's sake, even the Patriots, go win the game, Josh Allen.
This is it, dude. It's been his year. It's even in Hard Knocks. Like it's been his. It's the whole year. This is it. This is the
Having a baby.
Bills' year.
He's having a baby.
He's having a baby. Married Haley Steinfeld. This is it. In 20 years, we're gonna look back and like, win or lose. But it's like that was the year. That was their year.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Yankees. 20 years, we'll look back and when Aaron Judge, what happened? I was like, well, there was that one year where him and Soto got there, and Garrett Cole pitched his. Yeah, let's whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is it.
This one will take no more than 30 seconds because I think it's obvious. Your dream Super Bowl matchup right now.
The Bills Rams.
I was gonna give the same answer. I think Mike's gonna have that answer too, so I'll go Bills 49ers. I think that'll be fun.
I
God.
thought that too. I thought that too. I had wrote that one down. The Seahawks are good, man.
The whole NFC West is just
It's just Sam Darnold. I just don't trust Sam Darnold. But the
Just
Seahawks are really good.
He disgusts me. Okay, so Rams Bills is obvious. Let's move on to our segments because we're already going for close to 40 minutes. Bob, I just saw you highlighted everything. So you're
on how there you go.
you're ready to go. Bob, it is your power rankings time.
Oh.
Power rankings.
All right.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Number 10.
There are many like it, but this one is mine. Number 10. Stays like before. They beat a beleaguered Jets team, and they actually force our DC out, the Jaguars. Number 10. No movement.
All right.
Number 9. This
Six
one again.
Six touchdown day for Trevor Lawrence, but
What's up?
6 touchdown day for Trevor Lawrence.
I
Yeah,
feel like
shout out
no one.
Trevor
I feel
Lawrence.
like no one talked about what happened to that game, but he had 6 touchdowns and Travis Etienne had 3. Like it was silent. The Jaguars are the quietest 10-4 team. Anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. You're right. They probably deserve to be higher, but I'm gonna keep them at 10. Number 9. This also stays like before because they beat a bad team. The Bears are my number 9 team. That was their cupcake. That was a game they absolutely had to win. This is the season to find a gauntlet now. You have to go 2-1 or better, or you probably miss the playoffs, especially if you lose one of those two to the Lions. Bears are my number 9 team. Number 8, down 5 spots from number 3, the Packers.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have kept them higher. Their loss was to a good team in the Broncos, but they lose Parsons for the season, and I feel like Watson's probably going to be done for the season too. They got to take a hit. Number seven, only up one spot. Maybe should have been more. But the Texans are my number seven team. They're not a team that I want to play face in the playoffs like we talked about because of their defense. Their offense isn't too bad either, but I think in the playoffs you have to run the ball, and I'm not sure one if Woody Marks can stay healthy for a full game because every single week he hurts himself. And two, their offensive line is just bad. Number six, I have the 49ers up one spot from last week. Winners of four in a row. Admittedly, though, they beat four bad teams in a row, but their offense, especially with Purdy, is just a machine. If their defense can force some sacks and create some turnovers in a playoff environment, they're going to be very hard to beat. Number five, this was a tough spot for me to move them down to, but I have the Pats going from number two to number five. You cannot blow a 21-point lead at home when you had the division locked up. You win that game, the division's over.
Fun
This
fact,
week against,
fun fact, Patriots in their history of franchise, they are 1-124 with a 21-point lead at home.
wow.
So
Yeah.
what we watched was pretty crazy.
Yep. I think we talked about this just now too. The game against the Ravens doesn't mean much to them. They could win or lose, but it is a curious matchup just to see where they stand. It's actually kind of a tougher test for the Patriots who've had an easier schedule. So we'll
Big
see how.
rebound game.
Yeah, it could be, or it could be Avalanche. We'll see. Number four, I have them up two spots from the number six spot last week. I have the Bills. I don't think they can win the division necessarily, but I would pick them against the Patriots in a playoff matchup as of now. And like we talked about, this is Josh Allen's year. Better be, or I don't know what's going to happen. Number three, up one spot from last week. Uh, I have the Seahawks. They beat a desperate Colts team. The Colts really needed to win that game if they wanted to keep any hope of their season alive, and they didn't. It wasn't really the prettiest game, but you have to win. You have to win, especially with the Rams coming up next on the schedule and the 49ers right on your tail. So Seahawks number three. Number two, up three spots from number five. The Broncos. They win again.
Oh,
They beat a good Packers team.
wow.
Uh,
That took a
the
lot.
only comment I had besides that is, are the Broncos and Bo Nix gonna make me look like an idiot the first year I ever do a podcast? Like, are they gonna win the Super Bowl just because I've been shitting on them literally the whole year? It will be my worst take of the year if that is the case. And on number one, I have the Rams. No movement. They've been my number one team for I think 4 weeks in a row now, 3 weeks in a row, something like that. They beat a good and desperate Lions team. The Lions really had to win that game, and they looked good for the first half, and then the Rams kind of just shut them down in the second half. And that's my power rankings. There it is.
The only team I would say, I guess not really, just the Eagles, but
Yeah,
they've been
they could have
struggling.
been on there. I don't know who they would replace though. Maybe the Jaguars,
I don't know.
maybe the Packers.
Maybe the Packers. They just keep disappointing. Every game, every big game they lose. And it's just like,
Yeah,
you know, I think we might just, I mean, me personally too, we kind of just like overhype the Packers. We keep thinking they're going to be like world beaters and they just lose the big game. It's like, all right.
Yeah, well, I have a whole opinion on Jordan Love that I'm not going to give right now, but he sucks.
is he
Uh,
going to be a Jet in 10 years?
I don't know. The Rams might. I think the Rams might win this. I mean, if fully healthy, they are awesome.
they're really good. The only way they lose is if they lose to Seattle this week and they don't have home field and they have to go back to Seattle, and that's hard to win. Only way.
Because I don't think the Bears can. The Niners defense is ravaged. Uh, who else? The
The,
Bucks,
the Eagles?
Okay.
Eagles. The Eagles are broken. I mean,
No.
Yeah. Here's my week 3 picks. No spreads. No spreads. Last week I did go 9-4, which is a really bad week for me. It's nothing compared to Mikey, who went 3-13 with no.
that was bad.
I've never seen anything like that with no spread with no spreads. So
Also, Mike, before we get into this, I just want to give you a shout out. You said last week that last week was the best week of football because it's one Thursday, one Monday, and all Sunday games, and you were right. That was like probably the best football watching experience of the season. That was super fun on Sunday.
Oh,
Yeah, that was one of my favorite Sundays, maybe of my life.
Yeah.
okay.
Look at you, Mike. Not even in your best takes of the week, or maybe it is actually. I don't know, but
No, but no, that doesn't even have to be a take. That's just how was supposed to be. There wasn't supposed to be Saturday games or Thursday games, or there's supposed to be one Monday night game, and you're supposed to have no fucking
5, 4 o'clock games is unbelievable. It's like, holy
no
shit, there's a
London
whole
games,
nother slate.
no London games. And the other reality of the situation is people who do have girlfriends, they don't have the time to watch 5 different days of NFL games. It's if you're gonna convince her to get one day, not 5 days. Like
You get one day.
this upcoming fucking week where we have like games every single day. Thank God I'm not. I mean, listen,
Oh, thank God.
I was saying I would love to be fantasy, but if you are in fantasy, you're basically like saying to your entire family and loved.
Honestly, Mike, that might have cost your entire life. That might have cost your future life if you were in the playoffs again this year.
Yeah,
That might have.
yeah. I was one year I was in both leagues and my dynasty league. I basically was like I'm cocooning myself like Avatar in the Alice in
Oh, I don't even know what I'm gonna. Me and Mikey on Sunday were at the bar, and Mikey goes, "I'd like to talk to that girl, but I'm not really focused on anything else." And his eyes were on football because we were in 3 leagues, and we're active, and like
That's what stopped him.
that's what he said.
cut that, cut
Going to
that.
the picks. We're going to the picks. We're going to the picks.
Got
Uh,
that.
uh, okay. We're going to the picks. Okay. Thursday night, we got Rams at Seattle. Sam Darnold's not the guy. I'm gonna go Rams. Packers at the Bears. I think Ben Johnson's a lunatic. I'm gonna go Bears. I really like him. Eagles at Commanders. I'm gonna go Eagles. Bucks at Panthers. Craziest game of the week. I don't know what the hell to do, but if I'm gonna roll the dice with Baker or Bryce Young, I'm gonna go Baker. Mike Evans is back. They should win, right? Um, Bills at Browns. I'm gonna go Bills. Chargers at Cowboys. Are the what happened to the Cowboys? Weren't they hot for a moment, and now they're the worst? George Pickens doesn't run 2 routes, and now they're the worst team in football. What's going on here?
They get gashed up by 9.
Yeah, I'll go Chargers. Even if Dallas wins, I'd rather not. I can't stand them. Jets at Saints. Another weird.
Favorites.
What?
Chargers are underdogs.
They are.
Well, this is no spreads. Uh, Jets and Saints, another weird team. What's going on with the Saints? All of a sudden, they're ripping off some wins here. Who is this quarterback from Louisville? I'm going to go Saints. The Jets just give up. Vikings at Giants, huge game. The Vikings need to win and remain hot. Beat our New York Giants. I'll go Vikings. Chiefs at Titans, weird game. Did the Chiefs not being in the playoffs kind of give up? I don't think so. I think they have some pride in their locker room. I'll go Chiefs. Bengals at Miami. I'll go Bengals. Falcons at Cardinals. No matter what I pick, I'll lose, but I will go Falcons. Uh, Jaguars at Broncos. I'll go Broncos. Jacksonville's not traveling to Denver and winning. Pittsburgh at Lions. I'll go Lions. They keep their season alive. Raiders at Texans. I'll go Texans. That would probably be my lock of the week. I literally cannot imagine the Raiders winning this game. Uh, Patriots at Ravens. I don't think the Patriots are that great. I'm going to go Ravens. I'll probably regret it. But Ravens at home at night in December, that's a hard place to play. And 49ers at Colts. I think the Colts get everything they had last week. I'm going to go 49ers. Those are my picks.
Nice.
Very well done.
All right, Nick, one more thing. Well, actually, no, I guess we have a couple more things. Nick, college football. We're gonna give it to
I
you.
don't do the I don't do the picks. You do the picks. Okay, cool.
You.
For what?
College football this weekend.
Oh, okay.
The spreads are there. You have to do the spreads because the games are so insane. If you were making a 4 leg parlay, which teams are you picking?
So I'm in a bad pickle because I want to take all the favorites. So
Okay.
uh I like, but I think I'm gonna switch to go Alabama just because that's just
Alabama's favored
Are they?
by
Are you
1.5.
sure?
I looked at it today.
Oh, they're the favorites? Yeah, they gave me Oklahoma plus 1.5.
Okay.
Um, I like Ben Venables. I thought it was flipped. I like Venables. If he can score, that quarterback's good. Mateer's good, and I don't think Alabama's a good football team. I was just picking them out of spite because they were plus. No, yeah, they. I think they kind of stink. I think they got put into this tournament, playoffs, just because they're Alabama.
Mhm.
I don't think they're very good.
They shouldn't be in.
They shouldn't be in. They like when the committee was like, well, they beat Auburn in a feisty win. Like Auburn sucks. Like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
didn't
and they
get. I
lost
don't
to
know why
Florida
that.
State.
Why was Auburn a win? Like I don't. They had the worst loss on their schedule. They didn't really, they just because they beat Georgia, and they're like, that's it. And then Georgia had the negative rushing yards.
Yeah.
So, but my big bet, I think the big favorite is I'm taking A&M 3.5. I might alt line them to 7. I don't think Miami's that good.
Okay.
I don't think Miami should be in. I think Notre Dame should have been in. Miami hasn't played a class opponent all year. Like I guess their one big opponent was Notre Dame
Yeah.
Week one.
week one. And if you even watch that game, there was like ridiculous plays how they won. Like that guy with the one-handed catch to win the game. That's ridiculous. Like they probably should have lost that game anyway. So I don't think they should be in that game. I think Texas A&M is going to. I think it'll be close because Miami's gonna be pissed off because everyone's talking, the snub and that. I think they'll come out firing, and then you're gonna blink in the third quarter, and A&M's gonna be up 2, 3 scores.
Okay.
I think they're too big. And then, honest to God, I think Ole Miss is gonna come out fire. I think Ole Miss is gonna fire, and they're gonna take a fired coach game almost because Lane Kiffin left them. They smashed Tulane in the regular season. Tulane's coach is leaving. I I I, I just think Ole Miss takes it. I really haven't watched JMU that much.
Has
Uh,
anyone?
has anyone,
EFT.
uh,
Yeah.
PFT, I guess, and PFT's like he loses, so
He knows they're gonna lose too. I was listening
yeah, he
Monday to his
kind of does
podcast.
lose though. He doesn't like. They're gonna. I think they might get annihilated. So maybe I would go Oklahoma plus the money, and then I would go the 3 favorites down the line.
Okay. Love it. Uh,
I like those picks.
Bob, what is your Thursday night football winner and score?
I'm going against you, Mike. I'm not picking the Rams. I'm picking Seattle to win at home. I think No
Yep.
Devontae is going to be a bigger
Yep.
deal than people are talking about. He's their red zone target. I think the Seahawks are really going to focus on stopping the run from the Rams, which is going to make it the Puka Nacua show. And we'll see if he's able to do enough to get them the win. It puts them in the driver's seat for the NFC West, and I think this is going to shape up perfectly for a Seahawks at 49ers Sunday night football game for the division, week 18.
Love that, Bob. I was gonna say I'm also in Seattle. I like Seattle.
What's the score?
Seahawks 20-17. Low scoring game this week.
It's close. Um, this is going to be a debate style. You guys cannot interrupt each other, and you only have 30 seconds. Nick, give your case why you will beat Bobby this week for fantasy, and then Bobby will have the rebuttal because he is the higher seed.
I just think I have the better team, top to bottom. Um, Quarterback, both my running backs, Cook, Saquon. They both have, they're both consistent 15 bombs. My flex, Chase Brown's consistent 10 to 15. My receivers, I just have a very consistent team that will score 110 points. And if it does well, score 140. And I don't think Bob's team is going to score 105.
Okay, Bob, rebuttal.
I think my team scored like 105 pretty much every week, like no more, no less. So I actually think that's a terrible point. I think you're due for a little regression, like I said in the beginning of the podcast. Your team's either puts up 140 or they'll put up like 85. And after your 140 performance, I'm saying 85's coming. That's my reasoning there. I'll also hit my 105 mark like always, and I think you're gonna underperform just a little bit.
110, yeah, a little bit under
Oh, there's no
148
rebuttal, Nick. That was the end of the debate.
is
Uh,
more than
really fast,
105.
really fast to both of you. Who'd you rather play, Mikey or Dusty?
I don't know.
Dusty.
You'd rather play Dusty.
I don't want to play against McCaffrey.
Okay.
Uh,
Who does
I
Dusty even
I
have?
actually agree looking at their teams. Houston's defense is just scary as fuck to play against.
Let me see Dusty.
Honestly,
Yeah, I Mikey's team. Uh, that team scares the shit out of me.
Okay.
I,
I fear running backs more than receivers. I just feel like McCaffrey and A Chain can just in a given week drop 60 on you, and then his receivers just have to score 10,
He does
and
have
he beats.
Harvey, Taylor, Lamb, AJ Brown, Higgins, Aubrey, Texans defense.
Yeah, like I think what like Lamb and what's the other guy? AJ Brown. Like they can AJ Brown cannot score a touchdown and have 4 points.
Yeah. Listen,
A Chain scoring 15, man. McCaffrey can kill me.
both would rather play Mikey.
I'd rather play at Dusty actually,
Okay, so you
No,
both
I'd rather play Dusty. Yeah, we
both would
both rather
rather
play
play
Dusty.
Mikey. Love the disrespect.
which I didn't really want to say either one because I hate trash talking fantasy. It's all just random as fuck anyway. Like
No, I'm better. I'm better than everyone else around. Like everyone else in the playoffs right now. I think I'm gonna win. I think it's pretty. I to me, Bob's not a real threat. And then I don't know, Dusty or Mikey. I'm fine.
All right, moving on. Uh, I
I
have
got you into this playoff, Nick.
to,
Don't forget that.
And, and I will remind you of why that was a mistake on Sunday.
that was crazy. I have to watch. I'm
I
watching
I
Bucks.
also don't get. Did you guys want me to? I'm not allowed to sit my team. I had to
No,
sit my
Mike.
team.
By the way, Mike, you lost your. You kept losing. All you had to do is win.
Yeah, no, Bob, I would never actually want you to sit your players. I just was saying that clearly I had a worse team that you should have wanted me in, but Bob felt tremendous joy beating.
Uh, don't you have ETN?
No, I traded ETM.
Oh, never mind. This whole time I was like, Mike must be upset because ETN had 3 touchdowns.
No. All right, worst take of the week, best take of the week, last minute shout outs. It's our last segment. Does anyone want to go first? The worst take of the week.
I guess my worst take was betting on the Packers and Giants. I guess my take was the Giants were going to win that game, and then we are so bad that we don't win that game.
Yep. My worst take of the week were all of my NFC picks. Bucks, Lions, and Cowboys. I got them all wrong. Uh, Once again, those Falcons got me like they always do. The Cowboys get me like they always do, and the Lions just ran into an absolute powerhouse. I just kind of like them. So I was wrong in all of my NFC picks basically last week, except for like the really obvious ones like the Bears. So every 50-51, I lost. Bob?
Mine was that after like there was a few competitive games the Jets played, a couple of games they won, that they were gonna be a competitive team the rest of the season, maybe be like a team that can knock you out. They have given up. My worst take of the week is that the Jets might be, even somewhat competitive, not win games, but just give a team a scare, and they can't even do that. So
Yeah. Well, that's a Debbie Downer. Nick, your best take of the week?
Yeah, my best take. Can I have like 1A, 1B?
Sure.
I'm gonna have 1A. Last week when I looked at the spread, I saw Bills 2.5, Ravens 2.5, and I was like, that's the easiest 2 game parlay of all time. And then that was just those they were gonna win. The Ravens were gonna kick the shit out of out of the Bengals. I just knew it. And then I bet all the 49ers to score because I knew they were gonna kick the shit out of the Titans. And that also won me my fantasy game because I started McCaffrey, Kittle, and Juwan Jennings.
Nice. My best take of the week. I said it all year. There was a midway point through the year where I kind of had to eat crow a little bit, but the Chiefs are just not a good football team. I know Patrick Mahomes got hurt, but they got eliminated from the playoffs before that, and they seem old, mentally exhausted. Uh, Listen, the reality is they went to 3 straight Super Bowls. They went to 7 straight AFC Championship games. That in a normal world is absolutely fantastic. Just the problem is they get compared to the Patriots and Tom Brady. What the Chiefs are going to have to do now is regroup, rebuild. I do believe they need to let go of Chris Jones. They need to get rid of Travis Kelce. They need to get rid of everyone. The old Patriot way was always frowned upon, but it always worked, and that was cutting players 1 or 2 years before they had to. And you do have Patrick Mahomes will be back next year, probably week 3 or 4. Um, yeah, new ACL tears they aren't a year anymore. I believe it's more like 9 months. Even if next year's a rebuilding year, I just think the next 2 years, you have to sever ties with all of these loved and beloved champions, and rebuild for the next phase two. And in 3 or 4 years, the Chiefs will be back. But
Kyle
like
Pitts.
what?
Kyle Pitts.
Kyle Pitts.
He's
That'd
a
be
free
crazy if
agent.
they got him.
He's a free agent.
Yeah,
That'd
Kyle
be
Pitts,
insane.
whoever you are thinking. But my best take was just the Chiefs weren't good. I mean, even last year, which is weird because they went to the Super Bowl. I just was like, how is this team winning? Um,
They
so
won last year's playoff of like aura or fear. I don't know.
so Chiefs not being good was my best take. Bob,
I don't. I really hope I didn't say this before. I literally never have any recollection of these best or worst takes. Um, but I placed a bet before the season plus 500. The K Adams special. Shout out K Adams. That the Jags and the Pats would win over 7.5 games, and the Panthers would win over 6.5 games. Uh,
Nice.
Easy hit. Like I hit December 1st. I didn't even need the full season to get it. So that was my best take. And I know it's kind of 2 weeks old of me even cashing the bet, but that was a slam dunk. I loved it.
great.
Yeah,
Uh,
good
last,
one.
last minute shout outs. Nick, any last minute shout outs?
Uh, Not really. Shout out my new roommate, Mikey,
Okay.
right over there.
Would be funny if you guys played each other in the championship. That'd be hilarious. After
We
we
are also possibly going to play each other. Well, no, we are. We're playing each other versus the championship in our dynasty league.
that's fun.
So
You
it
guys
would
set
be
up.
funny if it was a double championship weekend for the two of us. It would be
You wouldn't be able to talk to women.
so he says.
You guys
Bob,
set up a live stream like Barstool if you guys are in the finals
you,
and
but
two.
you
No,
have
but seriously, when you're in the finals, you're not talking. I want to watch.
no,
I'm watching football.
I wouldn't even go outside. Um, my last minute shout out. This one is to Nick. Might get a little upset about this one, but it's to the Cabrera Capital Christmas party that we are doing this Saturday. The Big E.
Not going to be there.
What?
They didn't tell me they were doing a party.
It's the Cabrera Capital. Allison bought a new dress for it. We're having a big
They
red.
didn't. They didn't even tell me about it.
So that's why I said Nick might get upset. Matter of fact, look at mom just text me while the pod was going on. Can you guys read that?
Sully's. There you go.
It's crazy because they. It's crazy because they are. They are not. They. He's not mentioning it. He's not.
My big shout out of the week.
I get hard to work to make sure you can pay for the party.
All right, my last minute shout out. So I already did this last week, but I'll just say it again. My girlfriend's birthday is tomorrow, so happy birthday again. You got two shout outs.
Shout out
Congratulations,
birthday.
Kara. Happy birthday. And then also to my fantasy team in my other league, I faced Kyle Pitts. Was down 45.6 to 10.4 after Thursday. Before my team erupted for 198 points at the 1 o'clock window. Shout out to Hertz, Tyrone Tracy, ETN, Nico Collins, Trey McBride, Woody Marks, and Travion Henderson. Love you guys. 200 points is nothing to sneeze at or sniff at, whatever the fucking saying is in fantasy football. So thank you to those individuals.
Bobby, I also played against Kyle Pitts, and I thought it was over.
Me too. I
Put
woke up
one.
Friday dreading my life.
I was in the dark pit of despair. Put up 148 standard league.
Yes, sir.
Just felt really good.
That's good. All right, boys. Right around an hour because we started a little late, so that's perfect. Great pod.
All right,
Thanks for
thanks for
coming
having me
on,
on,
man.
guys.